Am I the a-hole for not continuing my reception after my husband went behind my back? My now husband Lucas, 26 male, and I, 25 female, were getting married. We decided to tie the knot as we were having a little girl together and are madly in love. So leading up to the wedding day, Lucas told me that his best man Jacob wanted to propose to his girlfriend as it would be a great time and it is a nice venue to do it at. I said that I didn't want him to propose at our wedding as it is our special moment, not theirs, and that they can do it sometime else. Lucas told me that his friend was mad that I didn't agree. I just wanted the wedding to be about us because it was our special day. After that disagreement, I thought nothing of it. Fast forward to my wedding day. We had finished the church service and now we're at the reception. We're all having fun eating. I'm eating my food and then Jacob stops the music at the DJ booth to make an announcement. I just knew from that moment he was going to propose. I looked to see where Lucas was and he was holding red and white roses walking out to stand in front of Chloe, Jacob's girlfriend, spelling out, "Will you marry me?" I was shocked that they went behind my back when I said no. I got up out of seat and walked out. It's been 2 days since the wedding and my husband cursed me out for not letting them have a special moment. I responded with, I wanted the day to be about us because it's our wedding, not theirs. And I am happy for them, but the worst thing was even though I said no, you went behind my back about it. Since that argument, he moved to the guest bedroom and now most of my friends are cursing me out on all my socials. Am I the a-hole for never telling my mother I'm married into money? I, 34 female, have a difficult relationship with my mother. She had me when she was 17 and was addicted to various substances when I was growing up. She'd leave me with whoever would watch me for days on end and I'd end up mostly raising myself. I left home at 16 and couch surfed with various friends until I was able to get my own place. At 25, I met my now husband. And we got married 3 years later. His family is the polar opposite of mine and are incredible, so loving and warm. I honestly consider his parents mine and call them mom and dad. They also happen to be quite well off, but that isn't something I care about. I mention it because it matters to the story. Last year, my mother reached out to me after a decade of not speaking to her, wanting to reconnect and introduce me to my little sister, who was 2 years old. I was confused as I hadn't even known she'd been pregnant, but it seemed she'd been a change of life baby. I thought maybe she'd turned over a new leaf and if not, I wanted to make sure the kid was okay. At first it seemed like things had changed and she was trying. This illusion lasted for the first few visits over 6 months, then she broke down, told me she couldn't do this, and asked me to take my sister. My husband and I had a long talk about it. We'd been struggling with fertility and had been considering adoption anyway. We told her if we were doing this, we were doing it right. And we had his family's lawyer ensure it was a legal adoption and airtight, which took several months. My in-laws adore her and consider her their granddaughter. They've even set up a trust fund for her. We have allowed my mother one supervised visit per month, so she's not totally cut off from my sister, but it was during these visits things went badly as she saw how she was dressed and the toys she had, and realized they were expensive. She began to rip into us for hiding the fact we have money and how if we just given her money she'd have not given us my sister, as she could have taken care of her better. I told her while we have some money, it's mostly my husband's parents' money, not ours, so she had no right to know about it. Also that I wouldn't have given her money anyway as I didn't trust her. She broke down, calling me a selfish bitch who'd never considered how hard things were for her. I now feel some guilt. My husband has told me if I want to make me feel better, he'll give her money, but that seems like a bad idea as she'd likely use it badly or blow through it then expect more. Despite this though, I do feel bad. Maybe I should have tried to help her more now my luck is better. Or maybe I should have been honest with her. Am I the a-hole for keeping this from her? Am I the a-hole for telling my sister she is an idiot if she thought her actions at her wedding wouldn't have consequences? Quick backstory, my bio dad died when I was young and my mom remarried when my sister was 8 and I was 10. We are now in our late 20s. Stepdad focused a lot of his time providing for us, so I never got close to him. But I am grateful for him. I am engaged and my sister is going to marry in about a month. My wedding will be in a year. Both of us are close to our mom though. My sister, who I will call Noel, fucked up in my opinion. At first I was on her side, but now I just feel bad for stepdad. Noel isn't going to have him walk her down and give her away. I understand this is her decision, and when that came out I helped my mom and stepdad understand that it was her choice. The turning point happened last week when she told us that he will not be sitting at the family table. When asked her why, she made it clear he wasn't family to her. Again, her right. But damn, he is the reason we had such a good childhood and are debt-free. He paid for college and worked a ton. I knew this would result in them not going to the wedding, and they informed my sister. She called me upset and was ranting about how it was her wedding, that she was being abandoned. I had enough and told her she is an idiot if she didn't think her actions wouldn't have consequences. She called me a jerk and hung up. I am unsure if I was a jerk, and I feel guilty since I am now closer to my parents since I promised he can walk me down at my wedding. Am I the a-hole for sending a price sheet to my family after not being invited to my half-sister's wedding? Let's get straight to the point. I 22 female am a full-time baker for a small business and college student. I moved back up to my home state in September of 2023, mostly to get away from my toxic family and for better opportunities. Also, to add why this is even an issue in the first place, my brother Jay, 25 male, and I are the black sheep of the family, mostly due to the fact we were born and mostly raised outside of marriage. The teasing and neglect only grew worse after our mother, 44 female, married jerkfish 54 male and had our half-siblings. 20 female, 17 male, 16 male, and 11 male. Now, here's the dilemma. My half-sister, who we will call JoJo, 20 female, is getting married to Rit, 22 male, in July. My mom and grandma asked that I make them a wedding cake, which I would have happily agreed to if I was invited to the wedding. The thing is, they wanted me to make a cake fit for 200 people, get a hotel near them. They hate that I'm not a Christian, so they think I'll bring evil into their house, work for 3 days, and get a flight there and back. I'd have to pay for all of it. They think it'd be a nice gift to my sister. I just laughed and sent them my price sheet. They flipped out. I was bombarded with texts from them about how selfish I am, how I am truly vile, how I am toxic for expecting my family to pay for my cake when they could just go to Walmart to get one, etc. JoJo even messaged me on Discord a week after I had sent the price sheet and asked why I would charge her when I made my best friend a free wedding cake. I simply told her to F off, as not only was I invited to her wedding, but I was the maid of honor, and in a way it was a returning the favor for being a genuinely good friend and helping me out when I was going through a lot. Jay and his wife had said I'm not wrong for it, and they do the same thing, and my boyfriend is on my side. However, a few people in my life are saying I should have just said a simple no instead of sending the sheet, and that my response to my sister was harsh. So I need an outside perspective. Hopefully other bakers on here too. Update: I found out the exact reason for my brother's family and I'm not getting invited. 3 months after my sister and her soon-to-be husband got engaged, my grandmother requested my sister not invite the sinners. It was more along the lines of, if you don't invite your siblings, you'll get a hefty portion of my will. Don't really know what the proper term for that is, but I digress. So my sister is catering to the needs of my racist grandmother over her own sisters. I also found out another reason out of the many why my brother and I were black sheep in the family. So, you see, my mother is whiter than paper. My brother and I's biological father is Lakota, so Native American. We were told he just left us because that's how the savages act. When in reality, our dad died from a terminal respiratory illness that he had since he was a toddler. Some cyst type of deal. Not too sure. The hatred from them only grew further when my brother married a black woman and had my 3 nieces together. 4th on the way. I told JoJo how hurt I was by picking money over family, but I kinda expected it. She tried to offer me $50 to make the cake she wanted and I just declined. I shared this post with my brother and he is rolling while reading the comments. Also, to the people who demed me to tell me that they hope I go out of business, my boss says hi BTW, and that I deserved getting abused as child because I'm a snot now. F off. Stay awesome and brutal as ever, Reddit. Thank you for all of the support. Please leave your comments down below to any of today's stories. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.